Elena was a 28-year-old woman who had been blind for as long as she could remember. Every day felt like a battle, whether it was getting to work, running errands, or just trying to enjoy a walk in the park. Life wasn't easy, and even though she tried to stay independent, the weight of her challenges sometimes got the best of her. One day, a close friend suggested she get a guide dog. That's how she met Max. Max was a German shepherd with a past. He'd been rescued from the streets, where he'd known hunger and cold. But after rigorous training, he had become a guide dog, loyal and sharp as ever. The first time Elena met Max, she reached out hesitantly. He sniffed her hand, then pressed his head gently into her palm. It felt like he was saying, "I'm here for you." And in that moment, Elena felt a spark of hope she hadn't felt in a long time. The early days were tough. Max was learning to understand Elena, and she was trying to trust him. There were stumbles and moments of doubt. One day, Max sensed danger and pulled Elena back from crossing a busy street. The sudden movement made her lose her balance, and she fell, scraping her knee. But Max immediately lay beside her, resting his head on her arm, silently reassuring her. Despite the pain, Elena felt an overwhelming sense of trust. It was as if Max was telling her, "I've got you." With time, their bond grew unbreakable. Max could sense Elena's moods without needing words. When she was sad, he would quietly sit beside her, placing his head on her lap. Those moments were the most comforting for her. They faced challenges together, some days more difficult than others, but each obstacle only strengthened their connection. Just when life started feeling manageable, Elena got some devastating news. She had cancer. Hearing the diagnosis felt like her world was crumbling. But this time, she wasn't alone. Max was there through every hospital visit, every treatment session, and every moment of exhaustion. One afternoon, during a particularly tough chemo session, Elena sat with her head in her hands, fighting tears. She felt a warm nudge and looked up to see Max's eyes locked on hers, full of unspoken support. It was enough to make her take a deep breath and push through another day. Throughout the treatments, Max became more than a guide. He was her rock. He would walk with her down the sterile hospital halls, bringing a sense of calm to those stressful days. At home, he would do silly things to cheer her up, wagging his tail wildly, pawing at the air, or pretending to hide behind the couch and popping up when she called his name. Elena found herself smiling, despite the pain. Over time, Elena started responding well to treatment. The day her doctor told her the cancer was in remission, tears streamed down her face. Max was at her side, tail thumping on the floor as if he knew what that moment meant. The worst was finally over, and she had her best friend to thank for getting her through it. Years went by, and Elena and Max were inseparable. They shared every triumph and setback, but more importantly, they shared a love that ran deep. Max wasn't just her guide. He was her hero, her partner, her family. And thanks to him, she found light in what had once been an endless darkness. If you were touched by this incredible story, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more heartwarming tales. Your support helps us share more inspiring moments.